Hello guys, welcome to another video of Cricketic, and this is my review video of DC Delhi Capitals. Guys, they have an exciting team this year. As always, they have always been good in auctions. DC and PPKS always has good auctions, but uh, options and auctions. But they sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times their players don't perform the way they have picked for that role. Last year, still DC was doing great, amazing. PVKS, fine. We won't talk about that. We are here to talk about DC, and DC has performed well last year. It's just like Rishabh Pant was coming back from the injury, and still he was batting well. And DC was doing great. Mukesh Kumar did well for them in terms of wickets, and Akshar and Kuldeep just gives you 8 hours of great spin. But yeah, let's dive into their buys in the auctions this year. And when we look at it, I have the list here. Uh, all right, if you can see, Delhi went with KL Rahul this year, and that was a very surprise pick because the thing is, maybe they thought that KL Rahul is going so cheaply for 14 crores, so they just grabbed him, which was a actually great move. And we never thought that he would be the highest buy for DC because DC has been very careful with their buys, as well as you know how DC goes. DC हमेशा बिड में सबके बिड्स बढ़ाता रहता है एंड खुद फिर छोटे छोटे बिड्स मार के अच्छे प्लेयर्स ले लेता है. So DC has done a lot of steals. I think the first team that has done great, steals. I think GT also did a few good steals, but I don't know if they are gonna play them in the playing 11 or not. But DC ने जो steals किए हैं वो उनको प्लेइंग 11 को खिलाने के लिए किए हैं. So I think DC has great auctions so far, the best auctions so far compared to the other previous ones, and still they were doing great in those as well. So 14 crores, KR Rahul, amazing pick. Just send him to open, bro. I know they are not gonna make him open. They are saying that KL Rahul might be batting in the middle overs the way he does for Indian team in the longer formats. But I don't know. Maybe you should just open him with Magurk because they are like ice and cold, ice and fire. Because yeah, Magurk can just hit you for a lot of runs, and KL Rahul can just keep the innings together. Whenever he needs to go, he can go as well. Um, he has all the capabilities. He can just unleash himself this season if he wanted to. But maybe they are giving him a more mature role because I see that the lower order of DC might have some problems. So maybe KL Rahul is compensating for those facts, and they can always open with Faf and Magak. So yeah, KL Rahul might be playing in middle order, but maybe some one or two games he might open as well, and I would like to see that. Second highest buy was Mitchell Stark at 11.75 crore. Again, I think for Stark this is a steal. He's coming from an IPL winning franchise KKR, and he's back to DC. By the way, he was in DC many years ago. So yeah, Mitchell Stark. Uh, I think he'll be great in this franchise because the thing is, like Mitchell Stark and Natarajan, you have two left arm seamers, one great at death and one great at new ball, and obviously both can also do this opposite roles as well. So I think they both will be amazing, and as we know that Indian players, Indian team, uh, uh, especially Indian players, not even Indian team, Indian players are very vulnerable to left arm seam, and Mitchell Stark has been a thorn in a lot of innings for a lot of batters. So yeah, I think it would be great DC taking Mitchell Stark as the main frontline bowler, and then you have Natarajan. at 10.75. Again, a great buy. Like at his age, almost Natarajan is almost 34 or something, but still he's going for 10.75k, and I just love it. Uh, uh, that he is actually paid for his true value, because he is proper T20 bowler, and yeah, I mean I'm excited to see him in DC. Also, Harry Brook, what a you know what? Actually, Harry Brook taking his name out from IPL and getting a 2 years ban, fine, that's different thing. But him taking his name out of IPL has actually made the DC team more balanced. If he was playing, DC would have actually had more problems than solutions. So I think Harry Brook taking his name out was a great decision for DC eventually, and now they can play Faf in the opening. Um, yeah, and Ashutosh Sharma, 3.8 crore. This guy is, watch out for this guy, man. I think he's going to be another story this season, because he was last year's kind of finisher for PVKS Punjab. But yeah, this year if he's coming for DC, he's actually getting like fixed spot, because last year it was like Shashank Singh and Ashutosh Sharma. They were both carrying PVKS on their own. And this year, maybe Ashutosh Sharma can play in that finisher's role. The way he just gets into stance and hits those balls is amazing. I think he can be the finisher for DC this season. And a lot more games will come up to him to finish and make DC, like convert DC into a win, rather than just having a very close chase and not chasing it through. DC had some problems with chasing, and they couldn't finish some games. Uh, Even though their bowlers were doing great, their batters were not. So I think they solved those problems of lower order and the finisher role with Ashutosh Sharma. I think he will be definitely playing in the 11. I don't even think he's going to be an impact sub. He's going to be in the playing 11. So I don't care about his bowling. I just want him for his batting. He's great. Mohit Sharma, again, amazing pick for 2.2 crores. That's a steal. Mohit Sharma at this cost. I mean, sure, he's almost into his retirement era, but hey, he's a great bowler. For GT, he did wonders for 2 years. But I think he has got much more in him, and he can be that impact player for DC as well. Fab Duplessis, 2 crores steal. Again, DC has done so many steals. Again, I think 3.8 crore Ashutosh's steal for me. This was way overpriced, although I won't call this Harry Brook steal, but like one is all right, right? They haven't even named a replacement for Harry Brook, so yeah, I mean, I will come back to that point later. Dan Donovan Ferreira, fine batter, wicket keeper. They have a lot of wicket keepers, by the way. I'll point that out later too. Samir Rizvi all under 95 lakhs. Samir Rizvi again a good pick, because he's like Karuna, Samir Rizvi. They both can fill the roles in the middle order when needed, or maybe be the impact subs. Karuna again, great pick. 50 lakhs. Karuna, amazing from in domestic cricket. He's coming back into IPL after some time, maybe. Last time he played was, I think, for RR, and even got like 1 or 2 games only. So now he's coming back. I think Karun Nair has a lot to prove. This team also has players who have lot to prove for themselves. Um, First of all, K. Rahul. Yeah, I mean, sure, he doesn't have to prove anything, but for T20 at least. Darshan Nalkande, 30 lakhs. Steal again. Darshan Nalkande, again, great form in domestic cricket. Um, and as well, when he was playing for GT, he did good things. Dushmantat Shamira for Senegal. Yeah, this is fine, okay. Um, but then that, they took a lot of players on base price. Shamira, base price. Donovan Ferreira best price, Faf du Plessis best price. So they had a lot of steals. They were just waiting for other teams to just take those high value players, and they were just scampering for the actual good picks for base price. And look at this. They have so many wicket keepers. Tristan Stubbs, Abhishek Porel, um, Donovan Ferreira. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so many keepers. I don't know who's gonna actually keep the wickets. KL Rahul is also keeper. Oh, why? So at least four keepers they have in the squad uh, out of the 23. And yeah, I don't know who's gonna actually keep. Maybe Rahul can be the one, but maybe also Abhishek Porel. I'm really not sure who's gonna keep, but I guess that's not a problem because you can make anyone do that. I think mostly it's going to be KL Rahul. I think because he'll be playing in the middle order, so keeping for him would be good enough because he'll also have a view of the whole uh, ground, and he can be in that advising role for Axar Patel because Axar Patel is also being the captain for the first time. We don't know how he'll do in IPL because new captain, um, newish squad. Because anyways, they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players from the previous season. They used 2 RTMs and then 4 retentions. Yeah, Mukesh Kumar and Jake Fazalmaga retention. Um, sorry, RTM. Uh, Jake Fazalmaga again. Okay, let's just go into uh, the playing 11. How we gonna form playing 11? How we can build it? We have openers. Our Jake Fraser Magag. He will be opening with Fab du Plessis and one down. Now this is a question where you have to answer that: are you bringing KL Rahul to lower middle order or the middle order? But I still think maybe Abhishek Porel can be the number 3 because again you want such a player at the top. Even one of those two get out in the power play, you need someone like Abhishek Porel to up the ante and keep it going in the power play. And he's done well for DC last year as well. That's why he was retained. Um, and then like 2 down, I think maybe you should have someone like Karun Nair as well, or maybe here KL Rahul can come in. I'm still not sure who should be 4, 5, 6, but I think at least 7 we should have Ashutosh. Let's fill it from the back maybe. So Natarajan is going to play. Obviously, Kuldeep will play. Mukesh will play. Mukesh again had 17 wickets last year, and I think he's very underrated somehow. Maybe Akshar Patel at 4. That can be good because he has been playing number 4 for India as well. So maybe Akshar Patel should actually come up the order, and at 4 you have then like 2 right-handers, 2 left-handers. Maybe depending on who gets out first, you can have Akshar Patel, or 4, 5 can be switching with each other. Maybe now KL Rahul at 5 would be good, and then you have Stark as well. Yeah, Tristan Stubbs you have. All right, so maybe Tristan Stubbs can come at as 6. Again, depending on what the situation is, 6. But yeah, KL Rahul should be coming at 5. I think that would be enough. Yeah. Then Stark at 8 and Ashutosh at 7. I think this should be the composition. Maybe you can switch between 4 and 5 at times, but this is the way I think DC should be going with. And now, when you come with impact sub, because see, we have bowling option 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, impact sub can come in, and we 5. Yeah, you already have 5 bowlers, but then again you need one more option. Then fine. Anyways, Ashutosh is also an all-rounder, so that's also good enough. We have Darshan Alkande as well. Mohit Sharma obviously will be the impact sub for sure, because I mean One, two, three. But you have already three pacers. But again, Mohit Sharma gives you that flexibility of bowling at the death as well as change of pace bowling. So depending on the situation, maybe Mohit can come in, sub in, or maybe Karun Nair if you need one more batter. But I really don't think you need one more batter in this lineup, and you have also Stark coming in. He can also whack some balls. So maybe they will need Mohit Sharma as an impact sub with that sixth bowling option. Um, yeah, apart from that, they can also have Karun Nair one or two games. You can make him play instead of Abhishek Pural if needed. I don't think that's gonna ever happen because, anyways, even if as Karun Nair is actually playing well, I don't see him fitting in the 11 because you obviously will play Ashutosh. So maybe impact sub if they lose a lot of wickets, maybe he can come in somewhere. But other than that, I don't see him playing in the 11. Maybe as an impact sub he can. And the same goes with Rizvi. It's either going to be Karun Nair or Rizvi playing, and impact sub would be either Darshan Nalkande or Mohit Sharma. Yeah. So this is the 11, guys. And talking about Harry Brooks, Harry Brooks replacement, I don't see him, like, that's the thing about DC. Like they have done this very smartly. They have actually kept it open, and depending on how it's going, like they'll see one or two or three matches that how it's going, what they are lacking, हमको कहाँ कमी दिख रही है, किस पोजीशन में हमको ऐसा लग रहा है कि ओपनर कम है, या फिर मिडिल ऑर्डर में अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है, या फिर लोअर ऑर्डर में अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है, या फिर बॉलर चाहिए हमको. नहीं, बॉलर आई डोंट थिंक बॉलर के साथ तो जाएंगे ही. Maybe the replacements have to be more the same like for like, right? So maybe Haribur के लिए बैटर ही कोई लेंगे. There were some suggestions from our experts that maybe Kane Williamson can be one of those players because they need some stability in the middle order. Maybe Kane can come in for Tristan Stubbs at times, or maybe he can come up for Faf or Magad. I don't think they'll change with Magad. Maybe instead of Faf, and then KL can open one or two games, and then Williamson can play at this 4 or 5 or maybe 4 position, number 4 position, and provide that stability. I think Williamson is a good pick, or else they can also go with someone like Ben Duckett, who can just you have left-handed right-handed combination. Both are uh, great players in the power play. Both play unorthodox shots. Um, yeah, I mean, Magog plays the way he does, and Ben Duckett can reverse sweep you, even through the fast bowlers. So maybe those two can be great combination for power play. But I think maybe Ben Duckett is towards his like, I don't know how he'll perform in India in terms of T20 because he has not had a great success in India, but he has a decent success against India in most of the formats. So maybe he can be an option, or maybe they can do a 360 and just grab David Warner again. So that can also happen because David Warner is still playing Big Bash. So yeah, he also presented his name and got unsold. So that's also an option. But yeah, I don't know who they are gonna go with. Maybe they can have some person who is a kind of a semi all rounder as well. But other than that, what I see is they have great opening pair. Faf and Magok are gonna be one of the two the opening pairs that I wanna see. The best opening pair so far is Kohli and Salt. Um, but I'm still not sure Gill and Butler how they'll pair up because Gill is gonna do great, but I don't know about Butler yet. So I don't know how that will work out, but I think Magak and Faf is going to be amazing because Fab is also someone who plays crazy shots, not crazy shots, like classic crazy shots, and then Magog is like crazy shots. So both of them are great hitters. Both of them are players who can play really fast in the power play. And then you are followed up with Abhishek Porwal. He gives you a left-handed dimension, and again the same kind of format he plays. He plays really fast. And then you have Axar Patel, who has had great success with T20 or one day in all formats for Indian team. So yeah, and KL Rahul, right? So you have great combination in the middle order as well. Station subs can come in and back some balls, and at the end you have Ashutosh, and Ashutosh Sharma has great responsibility this season. He has to finish those games. It has to be him because he's the one who understands Indian conditions and Indian bowlers. Uh, Even for foreigner bowlers, he was backing them when he was playing for Punjab, and he was doing it consistently. And this is the kind of guy that people are saying like, "Oh, that was just one season. We don't know how he'll do it next season." No, him and Shashank, when you look at them batting, you just know that these are not just by fluke talents. They know how to play, and they have technique that obviously both have different techniques. Ashutosh Sharma is more up to the ball, like he's just waiting for the ball. He's already in the position to hit the balls, every ball. It's not even like he's gonna go for a single or something. He's always looking for those boundaries. So, and he can hit him all over the park. So yeah, I think Ashutosh is a great pick for DC this year, and so is for bowling Mohit Sharma. um, Again, he's coming back to DC, right? He did play for DC once. uh, yeah, and you have Kuldeep and Akshay giving you 8 complete overs. Um, and Natarajan again. Uh, so I think maybe their bowling is amazing. Even last year it was good. Um it's just I am only concerned with the form of Jake Fesselmagog. He has not been that great throughout the year, but when it comes to IPL, he somehow gains great success and great form. I think if he doesn't work, they will still have some options, foreign options. In Donovan Ferreira, they have an option. I don't think he's gonna uh, play though, but maybe even Dushantan Chamira can. I don't see him getting a game as well. I don't think. I think most of their overseas are covered. I don't even think they have more overseas, right? They have only Dushman Chamina and Donald Ferreira. That's it. So they have only six options. Yeah, seven is Harry Brook. So they don't know what's the yeah. Until and unless we don't know who's the replacement of Harry Brook, we cannot say how their team composition will look. But this is how it will look right now with the squad. That one person can actually make a difference later on in the season when they actually decide who they're gonna pick. And I think they will replace him with someone uh, after 2-3 games because they have to. And you have that option, and DC has been very smart with their picks and very careful about who they are giving a chance to. So all in all, DC again, I think this is the one of the balanced most side in the recent IPL auctions, and also uh, all all I'm saying is they need to perform. Obviously, on paper, all teams have great picks and great squads and very balanced, and they look amazing. But when it comes on ground, they still have to execute. We know that Faf is very acquainted with the Indian conditions, so he will do great. But we still don't know about Tristan Stubbs and Jake Magog, how we will perform. And we always know that Stark sometimes goes for a lot of runs, and sometimes he's just taking a lot of wickets. So a lot will depend on these three. Others, I think they will perform. Uh, I don't have any doubt with Indian players of Delhi Capitals, but the foreign players have to actually play to their names. Except Faf. Faf is gonna do great. Yeah. All in all, Delhi qualifying or not, I think they can qualify if they all perform well. If Tristan Saab and Jigfer Mega can start perform well, I think they're going into the playoffs. If they are winning or not, I am not sure. Maybe there are other teams who have bigger players who are performing very consistently. Here, Delhi Capitals, they actually need to perform well. And even last year, it was like very hit and miss for them. They lost few close matches. Obviously, in IPL and recent years, it's all close matches. Matches, all matches are close. They are always decided into last 2-3 overs. So yeah, I think Delhi can qualify, and for Delhi, the highest run scorer I am predicting would be Faf du Plessis. He's gonna be the highest run scorer if he plays all the games, and I think he will because you're not getting a replacement named very soon for Haribrook, and that would be too late to remove him from the playing 11. So I think he is going to be the orange cap for DC, highest run getter for DC, not the orange overall. But yeah, and for wickets section, I think maybe again I'll go with Mukesh Kumar because he has that experience of bowling in the power play as well as bowling at the death and in the middle overs as well. He sometimes come up with one change and he takes a lot of wickets. So maybe Mukesh Kumar will be again the highest wicket taker for DC, and yeah, Faf with the orange cap. All right, guys. So this was my review for DC. I have very little idea about Vipraj Nigam, Madhav Tiwari, Manoj Kumar, Tripurana Vijay, Ajay Mandal. Ajay Mandal, I've heard he's a good left-handed batsman and bowler. He's just like Ravindra Jadeja category. He also made like 241 runs in domestic, uh, like test match or domestic game. So he is one of the players, and he's also from CSK last year. He didn't get any games, but maybe he can get 1 or 2 games. I don't see still his plays being made. Vipraj Nigam also plays good. He's a batter. But yeah, again, I have no idea about all the new players that they recruited. But other than that, I can say that some games will be played by Darshan Narkande for sure. Yeah, he's a good bowler. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. Do like the video and do tell me your comments on DC's team and what do you think about then and what changes would you do in your team. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do subscribe to the channel Cricketic, and I'll also link some videos over here for the review of other teams in IPL. And thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. See you later.